Hey guys, Christine here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a video that's actually in collaboration with the wonderful ladies from Play NZ. It is a Facebook group for female YouTubers from New Zealand. So if you're interested in joining that, you are a YouTuber, a female, and you are living in New Zealand, you can find the link to that group in the description below. Go check it out. The more the merrier. It's a wonderful support system. But anyway, today I am going to be talking to you about my 5 top tips for being frugal. This is a subject that I'm actually quite passionate on because I love to save money and I love to budget and I love to get a good bargain. So hopefully some of my tips will be helpful to you. My number 1 tip is to actually have a budget. If you don't have a budget, you don't know where your money's going. It's just a fact of life. And usually I found that actually having a budget gives you more freedom because you know how much money is in your spending account, you know when the next bill is coming and how much money you have to meet it. A lot of people think a budget is constricting and frightening, but it's not at all. It's actually really liberating. So I would highly suggest getting a budget together using a zero-based system. We use the software YNAB to budget. It's absolutely wonderful. I would highly recommend that. We do follow Dave Ramsey, not like follow, that sounds really weird, but we've read his books and done his online financial university course and it's amazing. I cannot recommend it highly enough. And I think he also has an app that you can use as a budget. So I would highly recommend that as well. So number 1 tip is budget. My second tip is to meal plan. And this is something that I do monthly and it saves so much money on your groceries and it also takes all the stress out of cooking dinner because you know exactly what you're going to have that night. It's just so much easier. And having a monthly meal plan isn't as difficult as it sounds. I just wrote down all of the meals that we would have in a month and then I just usually rotate them every month. I might add in 1 or 2 different meals or new meals. But once you've eaten, like it's been a month since you ate a meal, you've forgotten about it. So it's like not a big deal to rotate them. But honestly, it does save you so much money and so much stress. So I highly recommend meal planning. Whether you do that weekly or monthly, it doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you. My third tip is to buy things on sale. And I know this sounds really sort of cliche and like duh, but honestly, buy things on sale. The other day, Farmers had 70% off of their winter onesies and I got my daughter Annie 4 onesies and instead of paying $23 or $24 each, I ended up paying like $6 or $7 each for them because they were 70% off. It was amazing and it means that she's got clothes for winter and I didn't like break the bank getting her some, and I got really nice clothes. Like I wouldn't have been able to get those at Kmart and that's usually the place that I go for cheap clothing. So good quality and it was on sale. Wait for the clearance, you'll get it. That brings me on to my next point and that is to wait. I don't know if you've noticed this, but stores seem to have sales on all the time lately. There is almost always a sale on somewhere. So try not to be impatient. If there's something that you want, try and wait. For instance, I really want to get a new curtain track for my bedroom, you know, like the nice metal ones. It's just really going to jazz up the bedroom. I know that Briscoe's is going to have a 60% off of them at some point because that's when I bought the ones for my other kids' bedrooms. Right now they're only 40% off, so I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I know in some circumstances you cannot wait, but whenever you can, practice a little patience, wait for those sales. It will make a big difference to your bank account. And my last tip is specific to children and how to save money, and that is to cloth nappy. And I know this is not something that will work for every family, but it has worked tremendously well for ours. We do still use some disposables, but using cloth nappies saves so much money. You're also not biffing out a ton of junk. Yeah, it's just so much better and it's not nearly as gross as everybody makes it out to be. It's not like the really old nappies where it was really gross. These are like waterproof, they're really modern and they have super cute covers. It is an initial investment, although if you're doing like pre-folds and covers, it's still not that expensive. And in comparison to buying disposable nappies, it is just like so cheap. So I would highly recommend doing that if that's something that you think you'd be interested in. It has saved us a ton of money. And actually I do have a video on how to save money when it comes to having a child, and so I will insert that here so you can go and check that out if you're interested. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope my tips were helpful. If you've got any tips you'd like to share with me, leave them in the comments below. I'm always open to ways to save money. Otherwise, hit thumbs up button if you did enjoy this. Don't forget to subscribe and to check out the other ladies' videos. I will leave the link to the playlist in the description below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!